some call it the price of progress, a byproduct of India's emergence as a global economic superpower. To others, it's a symbol of rampant expansion clashing with declining urban infrastructure. But if you, like me, spend a large part of your day stuck in one of these jams, crawling along in first gear, losing your temper, and thinking of left knee replacements at the age of 35, it's a simple fact of everyday life.
It's 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and I'm about to leave my house here in the western suburbs of Mumbai and get on my way to work. But today promises to be just that little bit different, because today I've replaced my trusty Swift with this, the new Hyundai i20 Automatic. Will it make my daily commute easier? That's what we're going to find out. But oops, I better get going. They don't like it if I'm late.
In most respects, the Automatic is just another i20. So it's spacious and boasts of a 5-star crash safety rating. It has climate control and an excellent sound system which plays music off your iPod. In fact, if not for the tiny automatic badge, missing clutch pedal and drive shifter, you wouldn't know this car was any different at all. But wait a minute.
This 4-speed automatic transmission would have completely sapped all the power from Hyundai's 1.2-litre Kappa petrol engine. So under that hood is a 1.4-litre inline 4-cylinder engine. But sadly, that means this car loses out on all those excise duty brakes that Indian hatchbacks normally get. But more on that later.
This engine produces close to 100 PS of power and 136 Newton meters of torque, which is plenty powerful, except that the transmission is, well, lazy. It accelerates and upshifts without urgency and downshifts when it feels like it. In fact, you can perish the thought of winning any traffic light Grand Prix because 0 to 100 takes 16.5 seconds. But isn't all this actually missing the point?
You see, I've been lucky enough to drive some big expensive cars with advanced automatic gearboxes. I mean, compared to an Audi or a BMW, this will feel slow. But try putting advanced technology like that into a hatchback and the prices will hit the stratosphere.
As a result, the i20's 4-speed auto box is a real split personality. The first 3 gears are short and closely spaced, so it's pretty brisk out of the blocks. But the moment it shifts to 4th gear, which is basically overdrive, it's like a giant parachute has been deployed out of the back. This is a bit irritating if you're trying to drive aggressively, but like I said earlier, that's missing the point of this car.
Usually when I drive home from work, it takes me close to 2 hours, most of it in first gear. And when I do get home, I can actually sometimes feel my left leg going numb. And the less said about my brain, the better. But yesterday when I was driving home from work after picking up this i20, I actually got home in pretty good shape. And that's when it hit me. This car is meant to be a city commuter. So it doesn't really matter how slow the automatic gearbox is. Its job, after all, is to make your city driving easier. And it does that pretty well.
The steering in typical i20 tradition is feather light and completely devoid of feel. But once again, for a city commuter, that's perfectly okay. Thanks to the overdrive 4th gear, the overall mileage clocks in at an impressive 16.2 kilometers per litre, but you're not going to see anything close if you're driving every day in stop-start traffic. But what really does leave me hesitant is the price tag of 7.79 lakhs ex-showroom Mumbai.
If I had that kind of money, I'd buy the Honda Jazz or even the Ford Fiesta 1.6S. But then again, I'm not the kind of buyer this car is going to attract. I can quite imagine my wife, my mother, or perhaps even my father buying this car because it is hassle-free driving and it's the perfect size for your city commutes. And most importantly, it's the only automatic available in its segment.